When I think of the American flag, there's a story that clings to that symbol for me. The story about President Lincoln when he heard the Star-Spangled Banner for the first time, and he sat there and the bombs bursting in air, and he tears just streamed down his face, and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. That's what comes to mind.
I think I remember the great people that fought when we became independence, when they fought for us to gain our independence from the British, and also to choose our right to believe in any kind of religion, any kind of beliefs.
The American flag, Stars and Stripes, Old Glory. On June 14, 1777, the Continental Congress passed an act establishing an official flag for the new nation.
I think, the freedom and the ability is there as a result of this flag, and I honestly do believe that a lot of blood lost. And a lot of people, whether it's voting rights or civil rights or, what have you, this flag was still standing. And, this is I always consider there has to be, a base somewhere. So this is the base.
How could you not love a piece of cloth with stars and stripes on it? Blue, red, and white. It's gorgeous. It's a piece of art that I absolutely love.
It's complicated to me, very. Sometimes I feel like these days when I see it, I feel like it's just total. I immediately think, right-wing militant person is making a statement.
The flag is supposed to stand for everybody. It stands for equality. It stands for that we all have a right to live and to be free. We all have that right.
A hardy group of hikers gathers gear, laces up their broken-in hiking boots, and heads for the 4,000-foot summit carrying an American flag. They will stake a flag atop all 48 of these majestic peaks of the White Mountains of New Hampshire, enduring blisters, thirst, fatigue along craggy outcrops to honor the scars of heartache for those lost on 9/11.
The flag means quite a bit. My stepson was killed in Iraq. And so that is what it meant a lot to him, therefore it means a lot to me.
The American flag is not just a symbol for this country, but for the entire world, the best symbol there is for freedom.
To come out here and do this, I mean, it just makes what the memorial is, and that's what the flag represents for us, is the memorial for all those lost.
Spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
There had to be close to 1,000 people here, and a sea of red, white, and blue. It's just, when you see that flag flying, you know that freedom reigns.
For a group of women in Freeport, Maine, September 11th ignited a patriotism that flowed forth every Tuesday morning for nearly 2 decades. Flags unfurled, the women stood along Main Street as sentries through sun, rain, sleet, and snow. The Freeport Flag Ladies remembering all those who perished that Tuesday morning in 2001 under bluebird skies along America's East Coast. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But is America indivisible?
The problem we face today is division is good for politics. Politics is good for power, and power is good for money, and it's a vicious cycle. I don't really know. We're at a time now where if you disagree with something, then suddenly they're your enemy as opposed to your opponent.
You know, my hope is at least that and maybe there'll be a change, and the people who are benefiting from the divisiveness and putting wedges in between people will be voted out or will move beyond that, and maybe the public taste will be in for something more collaborative.
Fundamentally, we are houses divided against ourselves. I think the enemy is within us. I really believe that the roots of our divisions run deep.
Right now it's a little bit of a two-edged sword with all that's going on and all the struggle that seems to be going on in this country as we're trying to figure out how we feel about a lot of subjects on equality and freedom.
It makes it difficult to see the flag being disrespected, as seeing what my fellow soldiers have sacrificed and gone through. Wounds that stay with them for the rest of their lives.
It's not just a piece of cloth floating in the air. It's more of something that represents the historical aspects of America, of the country in itself. And for me, when it's floating in the air, it means that I'm here. This is one of the, personally saying, this is the only flag I know got to the moon. So it's the people's flag. It's the world's flag. It's everyone's flag at the end of the day.
You can hit the building. I'll go down there and I'll